And this video is going to be my pick for the top 10 Marvel Legends that I bought this year. I've been doing YouTube for a few years now, and I've never have gotten around to doing the top 10 Marvel Legends of the year. Always buying figures and customizing, so never have really got down to really say what my favorite of the year were. So I'm going to give it a shot this time around. This list going to be just composed of figures I purchased, not it's everything's come out. I figure it's unfair to judge a figure and put it on a list if you don't have it. So these are just the figures I've actually bought and purchased that are in my collection. Let's go ahead and get started up, and we'll start at number 10. In that number 10 spot is the updated Ultimate Captain America. Such a great looking figure. I love the fact they're actually going back and revisiting some of the first figures when they brought back Marvel Legends. This is a great update to a very good design. We have beautiful sculpted scale mail. All the details on the figure are raised sculpted details. We got nice sculpting on the pants, the boots, the gloves. You get two head sculpts, a neutral face, a green face, which I wish they do this more often. You get two heads instead of just one expressive or one neutral. I like it when they do both. You got two alternate hands, you got two fist hands, and you get the shield. Just all around great update to one of the best Captain America designs. Coming in at number 9 is the Amazing Spider-Man 2, the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. We have one of the best looking movie Spider-Mans we've gotten to date. Got a great looking head sculpt, unmasked head sculpt. Great figure, good range of articulation. We get two sets of hands. Wish we had a little more, but hey. They actually paint the web lines. That seems to be an issue with them anymore. They always want to point out, it costs a lot of money to paint web lines. But such a great figure. Love the sculpted detail, all the textures, the articulation. Just wish he had some boot cuts and some toe hinges. But other than that, he's a great figure. Very much updated from the tiny little Spider-Man figures we had back when this movie first came out, where they were running closer to the true 6-inch scale. These are more scaled upwards of modern Marvel Legends. Coming in at number 8 is the updated Bucky Cap. I know it's another Captain America on my list, but I love this figure. It's just a great update to something we've been needing to upgrade for a long time. The original Bucky Cap was fine for its time, but that was 2012 when they brought Return of Marvel Legends back? And it's well overdue for an update. But I'd say we got a lot of good reuse out of this body, and now it's kind of getting to the point where stop using it. It's finally need to retire this guy. My only really complaint was with this one is where it's on the Vulcan body. He is a little tall for Bucky Barnes, but still great looking figure. It uses some of the Vulcan parts and a lot of new tooling too. We got Vulcan arms, legs, but we got new boots, new upper and lower torso, new head, of course. We got the cuffs on the sleeves, the shield that's been used several times, and we actually have a return of the original knife that came with the first one. It's the exact same sculpt. So all these years later, and he comes with two alternate hands. You got interchange. We got two fists and two grip hands. And this is actually a pistol he comes with. This came with the Winter Soldier, the MCU Winter Soldier figure from Amazon. But I like the Desert Eagle. I think that's actually a Valverse gun I have with him right now. But yeah, love this thing. I had had this on my list because it's such a great figure. At number 7, we have the Amazon exclusive Ronan the Accuser, which we've been needing to update Ronan for a long time. That Build-A-Figure, it was pricey and it was ugly. I just could never justify dropping the money for that thing. I love this new updated one. He's got a lot of reuse. He was a little pricey, especially with all the reuse that he has. Because it's the modern Colossus arms, legs, new hands, new torso, and armor, head, and hammer. But he was priced at a deluxe figure pricing. He's now actually gone down to more, at least last time I checked. Of course, it may have jumped back up where things are. but I think it's down about close to the price of a regular figure right now. It's such a great update. I love the colors, the metallic greens, the pops using the Colossus parts. Really gives him the size he needs. But yeah, if you're looking for a Ronin Accuser, grab this guy. At number 6, we have another Return to Marvel Legends redo update. We have the Extremis armor. Such a great update to the original version, because the original version is tiny. He is a little bitty figure, like closer to the true 1/12 scale. Maybe even smaller, because there's no way a dude could fit in this suit. The only thing I really like this one more than this one, I do like these colors. I do hope we get a retro card or in these more vibrant colors. Now, in the comics, he was done in the more subdued in colors, but I like the bright hot rod red and gold. Channeling my inner Tony Stark, I guess, or more like a gearhead than I am. I like hot rod red. But yeah, this is a great mold, great sculpt, good update to Extremis. We need to get a Iron Patriot on this as well. It's long overdue because he's on that small, tiny body too. He can give us a Norman Osborn unmasked head, Iron Patriot colors. He does come with 2 alternate hands. We get the blast effect hands, and they're hinged. Sometimes they don't do the hinge on the blast effect hands. We got 2 blast effects. Yeah, but I love seeing these redos of older figures that just weren't done very well. Such a great figure. Love all the sculpted detail, and who doesn't love a good Iron Man armor? At number 5, we have Elektra in her white outfit from the 3-pack. Only reason I was able to get this pack, because I actually ended up, this is the only one I wanted from the 3-pack. And 2 buddies of mine, Don Sawyer does a lot of the cool custom soft goods. He's the main one contacting me with, see if I want any of the figures from that set. He says he just wants the Daredevil. I just wanted this figure, and another buddy, he took the Bullseye. So we'll split that set up, and I got just a badass Elektra. And this is, not only is she on the better body, she's got the spinneret, the bigger legs, the new arms we got with the bicep swivel, double joint elbows. Such a great update to female figures, and any kind of acrobatic figure, you need more articulation. And this head sculpt is really what really put this over the top to make it the top 10 list. I love this head sculpt. It's such a great retro style head. It screams 80s, early 90s. And just love this thing. It's just a great looking figure. And this is another one too. Would be great if we get it on retro card in her red outfit. But that's my number 5. At number 4, speaking of articulated female action figures, is the hyper-articulated Black Widow figure. That was a Target exclusive. I wish she was more widely available. This should have been a main release, because this is a great figure. It's using some of those newer parts, plus all new torso, which gives it the hyper-articulation. It's got like the Spider-Man upside-down ab crunch, the diaphragm, butterfly joints. So we got the most articulated female Marvel Legends in the line. She came with a lot of accessories, came with 3 head sculpts, a lot of different weapons, interchangeable, and it's all around best Black Widow figure we've ever gotten. I have to say, I'm very impressed with this. I'm glad they use the spinneret legs instead of Shriek. She's got the bigger knee joints. The Shrieks has thinner knee joints, which actually can get stress marks. I like this sculpt, the look, and that's just one of my favorite head sculpts for Black Widow. Easily make the top 10 list. I could really, a lot of figures on my top 10 list. You can change around the order a lot. I can see here, depending on my way I'm feeling one day, have her up higher. That is my number 4. And at number 3, we have the Build-A-Figure minus one from the Marvel Knights wave. This is, it might be just where it's new, and it's just a fun-looking figure, but I like it. I like it a lot. It looks like a juggernaut made out of rock. I know that's the look of the mindless ones, and the only real nitpick I got with this thing that it is a Build-A-Figure. I want to troop build this, but I'm not buying that wave multiple times. So I hope we get a deluxe release of this. Maybe like with different color, like smoke trails or different sculpts for it. Because like on the back of the boxes or the Build-A-Figure pieces, this is like a smoky gray instead of the red. But yeah, this looks like just a Juggernaut made out of rock. And that's just the design for the mindless ones. It's just a fun looking figure. I like it. It's got good articulation for a big guy. And fun posing. It's all around just a great piece. Got all the different textures. That's the only thing I would like seeing, maybe if we get a deluxe release, a little more paint on this. Because he is very cool looking. And if you haven't built this wave, the waves got some good ones, got some bad ones, like a lot of waves do. But yeah, this is a great piece. That was my number 3. At number 2, we have Joe Fixit. He did start out with the base body as a Build-A-Figure from a couple years ago, the Gamerverse Hulk. But I love the updates they did for this. The new accessories, the new hands and heads. We got the Hulk-sized Tommy gun. How fun is that? Is that? We got Hulk in a fedora, 2 big grip hands, the pinstripe suit, and all the extra parts is basically an upgrade kit for the Gamerverse one. Swap out the hands, the head. We got 2 comic book style Joe Fixits. This is such a great piece. I love the head sculpt. These new head sculpts, so much better than the Gamerverse ones. Like you see, the Gamerverse ones are kind of small and just not very comic book accurate. Of course, it's not trying to be comic book accurate. These are meant for the game. But I love this. This is such a fun piece. I know the articulation is not the best on this thing. I don't care. It's a Hulk and a Tommy gun in a pinstripe suit. This is such a fun piece, and being a Hulk fan, this is just going to look great on my display. That's my number 2. You may have already guessed number 1, Spiral. This is probably the best looking Marvel Legends in a long time. So well done, so well executed. The sculpt, the articulation, just a fantastic piece. You have 6 arms that are bicep swivel, double joint elbow, pinless joints, sculpted, all 100% new sculpt on this figure. So well done. Just very, very impressive. Just a great looking head sculpt. My only nitpick I got with this thing was she came with 6 katanas instead of 4 katanas and 2 of Angela's weapons. You got the axe that came with Angela and the sword came with Angela. Other than that, it is an amazing piece. You got full range articulation with it, so much done better than the 6-arm Spider-Man. This is the way it should be done. That is my number 1 pick of the year. And that's my top 10 for the year for Marvel Legends. We had so many great pieces that come out this year, and I picked up quite a few, and it was hard to make a list, narrow down which ones I liked the best. So a lot of these could actually interchange through my list, top 10. I mean, debate about having some of the more recent acquisitions I got in the last week to change up, but I held true with my list, and these are my picks. Thank you again for watching the video. Remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, and we'll catch y'all next time.